My name is Enrique Shaw. I'm the defensive coordinator, assistant head coach, DB's coach as well. I've been coaching here for about 7 years now. And
My name is Tasha Mirilovich. I am quality control with Lafayette Football, and I have been a part of the football program for 10 years.
I'm a general. I play here. I went to Jesse Clark. I watched all those guys from Jesse Clark that came here, and I got to play as a freshman as well. So this is a family for me. It's real family for me.
Boys. Truly the boys. I started with Lafayette when my son was in 8th grade. I was the booster president, and every year I've just picked up responsibilities and things to do. And if you ask anybody, I have said, this is my last year. This is my last year. This is my last year. And here we are 10 years later, and my son's been gone for 4 years now.
Really, my routine is I make sure I go over everything that I want or plan to happen, even though it might not go that way. But I always go back and go over what I need to do as a coach and as a motivator to get the kids ready to go. Because to me, it's more about them being ready than me being ready, because I already know I'm prepared.
Friday night starts here at the field. If we're a home game, I will come set up the field, end zone markers, sideline markers, bring out the TV, the sideline boxes, make sure that we have all the clips and pumps and everything we need for Friday night should we have an incident with cleats, with helmets, shoulder pads, footballs, jerseys, all of that. Then I'll go down to the school. I'll make sure the boys have everything they need on a Friday. Let's say they forgot socks, I'll get socks. If they weren't here on Thursday to get their uniforms, like last year with COVID, we handed out uniforms here at the field on a Thursday. Typically, uniforms get folded neatly in their locker. Sometimes I put little notes for them, candy, whatever I can do to, jazz it up. So I'll go down, make sure they're okay. And then the last thing I do is just make sure the coaches are okay and they don't need anything.
To be honest, I just started streaming on Twitch. I like Call of Duty and Madden and stuff like that. So it's a little another way. Some of the kids, they follow me on there, and I get to talk to them and kind of build a little outside relationship to be able to communicate with them, make sure they're doing their homework and stuff like that. Call them out, make jokes.
I love being outside, hanging out with friends, going to the lake, and I also meal prep as my kind of side hustle on the weekends. So I stay pretty busy.
My piece of advice will be to be yourself. A lot of these kids nowadays always trying to imitate somebody else, and it's good to have role models and people you look up to, but at the end of the day, you only can be the best you can be. So I always try to emphasize that with everything I do.
That hard work, drive, and determination will take you so far. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something, because you can. I just posted a video on my Facebook page of the NFL football player has a twin brother and he's missing his arm. And I posted, if you ever wake up and think you can't do something, watch this video, because this kid was told no time and time again, and he proved I can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. And so if I had to give them one piece of advice, it would be to just don't ever let anybody tell you you can't do something, because you can.
Successful season to me is the kids coming out with no injuries, and they did the best that they could do as a whole. Yes, I would love to win a state championship every year, but I'm a realist, so you got to put in that work on and off the field as a whole, and have that connection. So that's what I like to see is make sure they have a connection at the end of the year.
Because we've had so many off seasons the last several years, I think coming together as a group of young men, coaches, and parents, it takes all of us to be successful. All it takes is one bad seed in each of those groups to cause everything to crumble. And I would love this year just for all of us to be not content, because content means that if we're having an okay season or an okay game, that we settle for okay. And I don't want them to settle for okay. Let's be the best that we can be. And if the best we can be is a half and half season or a winning season, great, but give it your all. And if we can each do that in our groups, as parents, if we sit in the stands and we don't talk about the coaching staff, and as coaches we don't talk about the parents or how lazy the kids are, we'll be successful. And ultimately, I think it does start with the coaching staff. And the kids have to buy into what the coaches are saying. And if the kids buy in, then the parents buy in. And if everybody buys in, then we can't be anything but successful. So hopefully that's how the season goes, because I've been here at the highest of highs where we went to the state championship 2 years in a row. And we have the kids to do that again, but it takes all of them. And that's what they have to understand, is the quarterback is not successful without the line. And and that sometimes for kids is hard to get, that 11 kids on the field have to play together. And the 45 that are standing on the sidelines are just as important when those 11 are in offense or defense. And in years past, I think that's where we struggle, is the kids get down and it's really hard to tell a 15, 16, or 17-year-old, the game's not over. It's the second quarter. I mean, games have been won and lost in 2 minutes on the scoreboard.
Give them one challenge. To be honest, it would probably be to challenge yourself every day to do something better. Whatever it may be, from cooking to cleaning to doing your homework, I challenge them to do something better every day.
That challenge would probably be to start now to be successful, to start now to work hard. Don't wait until we come back in July when the season officially begins to start working hard. Do it now. Finish the year in the classroom strong. Come out here at the end of May and start working hard. And hold your brothers accountable. If they're not here, they can't help you. And vice versa. If you're not here at practice, then how are you going to learn the plays? How are you going to learn what's expected of you, as is for the coaches? We need to be here on a consistent basis to let the kids know that this matters to us as well. And hopefully that in turn will allow us to have a successful season.